Hello,
Hello,
Mr. McIntyre. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
So today we're going to review your experience during summer game time, doing work experience for the second time, and also your experience of being at the Mentoring Labb, being a youth leader at the Mentoring Labb as well. All right. So give us an overview of how you found summer game time.
This year?
Yeah.
I think this year it was very fun, the different activities and trips. I think most of the kids that attended, they were engaged. I think some of the activities, I think it depended on the age. Like, for example, people like, say you, Joseph, Alexi, I think sometimes they might really engage because you could always see them on their phones. And I just think maybe if we looked at everyone that was coming, we'd be able to like make sure everyone else is engaged. Because like also, if you remember at the beginning of the game, we had Isaac coming. I think maybe one of the main reasons why he didn't come because he didn't feel like there was like a lot much to offer for him, so he stopped coming. But I think overall, from my experience, I think I've learned a lot about myself. That I think I do have some patience, but I do think that sometimes I get like confused that I sometimes forget that I'm a youth leader and not a participant because I do catch myself see myself as a participant and like getting involved with them. I just think that's something I need to work on.
That's really honest of you, because that was my experience of you as well. But what you have to remember is that you are a young person.
Yeah.
So oftentimes, I think I would just allow you. When we really needed something to get done, that's when I've been on your case. But other times, I'll just allow you. Just like enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then I think what we have to do is just use this conversation to look at, if you were to do work experience volunteer during summer game time, what role best suits you? What would you commit to 100%, even if they're young people about? Like, do you need to be in the office doing admin, or do you need to, now that you're in year 10, get some sporting qualifications so you can actually support with leading in this course? Do you see what I mean? It's like, okay, now you know this about yourself, where do you think your best place? And where do we think your best place? And that's where you kind of join up and try to make your experience of value to you. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Not where you're beating yourself up because you're like, oh my God, I've had so much fun. Mm-hmm. Right? But you're actually learning as well. All right, so give me now, so that's summer game time. And what you've given as well is some really good feedback about how we need to make sure that older young people are always engaged. And that's by getting the right sports coaches. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? We need sports coaches that understand that we work with multiple small groups of young people, and they should not be deterred by the fact that we're only working like 15, 20 youth, where they're used to working with bigger numbers, you know? So that's a working program. What I want you to do now is to talk about the trips and what you got from the trips. And then we're going to kind of look at the Mentoring Labb as a whole. So what did you get for your trips?
I think all the trips, they were very fun. I don't remember seeing any young people that didn't look like they was enjoying themselves. They all like, had a smile on their face. And, I think, it was really fun.
Talk to me about going.
I think Go 8, I think it actually like helped us with our skills, with like persevering, because there were a few people who were afraid at the start, but they were able to push on, even if they didn't want to. And I think something like that will like really help them in the future, especially younger kids, the ones that, they were crying, they were scared, but obviously knowing that, just knowing that they're going to finish, I think that really helped them.
Being petrified at the beginning, but then being able to finish the course, that was definitely, everyone grew from that, even some of the youth leaders. Yeah. Okay, so tell me now about your experience at the Mentoring Labb in general. Like, talk about all the things that you've done. I hope you do remember them, but talk about all the things you've done. And then we're going to look at the benefits that you've gained. All right.
When I first came to Mentoring Labb, I was a bit shy. I didn't really know a lot of people there. And I used to keep to myself and I was very quiet. But I think as time grew on, I started to get more comfortable with the people around me. Everyone there was very welcoming. The refeeders and also the adults that were there as well, they helped me to settle in. They explained to me that, even though I'm a YouTuber, I'm still here to have fun, enjoy myself. And I think after the first game time I didn't really want to come back. But I think it was only when I did the sports coaching qualification, I realized that, with the Mentoring Labb, they give us a lot of opportunities. They help us, they guide us. And I think this was an organization that I felt like I needed to be a part of. And from there, the events that they took us to, I gained a lot of knowledge, things that I've never really thought of. I've seen things in a much different perspective now from being a part of the Mentoring Labb and going to the events that they've taken us, like the careers events. So I think the Mentoring Labb, they offer us a lot of support, such as mentoring, tuition, and also going just to different places to find out about careers.
Yeah, I remember the photo we've got of you when we went to the book signing with the British Nigerian financial advisor. Yeah, did you finish reading it?
I gave it to my mum to read it.
Did you? Amazing. That's amazing. Has she finished reading it?
Yeah, she finished it.
That's really, really good. Talk to me now about, so you spoke just now about before you were a bit quiet, didn't really socialize as much. What changes have you seen in your home life and the people in the household? So what changes have you seen in the home life, and what would people in your household say you've made progression or improvements in?
I think they will say that I've become much more independent and vocal, because sometimes I just used to, I wouldn't say much, but I wouldn't give my opinion. But I think for being with the Mentoring Labb and then teaching me how to speak up and, give my point, I think they've seen that I'm able to explain things much more clearly. And I'm not asking for help. I'm able to do things myself now. I'm not asking for help as much, but I'm still working on my independence. But yeah, I think my independence still needs to improve. But I think so far I'm doing fine. I'm doing good.
What about at school? What improvements have you seen at school? And what would your teachers say you've improved in because of your, obviously they might not even know that it comes from Mentoring Labb, but what have they noticed a difference in your character or behaviour or mindset? I
think they've noticed that I've become much more focused in class, because sometimes you see that you're distracted, obviously because I was with my friends, but I think now the later stages of education, I'm realising that I can't be joking around, playing around anymore, that I have to get serious. So yeah.
And you've realised that at a perfect time, you've just gone into the time. Yeah. And now you can see the benefits for just developing, we talk about qualities a lot, developing those qualities. I hope the best for you. You've got plenty of time. Have you started revising or?
Yeah.
No, really?
Yeah, I revised during the summer.
Did you?
Yeah.
When were you revising?
When
were you revising?
Before my end of year assessment.
That's really good. Did you carry on revising during the summer, or you just kind of left it?
I left it.
Okay. Yeah, take revision seriously now, so that when you get to year 11, you don't feel panicked or rushed with the weight of the work you're going to have to do. You'll be ready to pay for it. But Richard's a good role model for that as well. Anyway, so all right, cool. So Mr. McIntyre, one thing that I've noticed from you is your eating habits. I have to say that you started eating healthily. I remember that day when I gave everyone a third degree about eating sugary foods for breakfast in the morning. And since then, I always see some kind of fruit or dried fruit, in your hand. Talk to me about that.
I think I've always loved fruit, especially mango, obviously because my great grandma, when I was a baby, she always used to feed me mango. And I think it's just like a habit that I've just kept on.
It's really good. It's really, really cool. All right, so talk to me now about, if you could give now a young person who will be joining the Mentoring Labb next year, some guidance on what they should expect of the Mentoring Labb, and how they can prepare for being a part of team.
I think if you do plan on joining the Mentoring Labb, you need to take every opportunity that you're giving, because you never know what you could be missing out on. You could be missing out on some great information. Like, for example, like whatever career you want to do, the Mentoring Labb will provide you with people that specify in that, that specialize in that career, and they can get you the help that you need to see that. I just think you should be yourself. Don't be too shy. Just be vocal and just show leadership. Don't be a follower. If you want to do something, you just go do it. If you don't, you don't have to. But I just think if the Mentoring Labb, they give you an opportunity, just go do it, because they offer you so much. And if school doesn't work out, you can always come to the Mentoring Labb, to see if they can get you with any opportunities.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly. We've got your back there. What's interesting in what you said is, do you remember when we piloted Too Much Leverage game show?
Yeah.
And we gave you the task of holding up the big boards for the audience to respond, to react to what was going on. And you were very, do you mind if I'm honest? It was like you had this trickling shyness where you just didn't want to get up. Like your confidence was really low. You didn't want to get up. And it was so interesting to see, because just over the months after that, we saw you just coming out of the shell more. So it'd be interesting when we do Too Much Leverage game show again, it'd be interesting to see if you can then do that task, which is a really important element of the game show. You started doing work experience with us last year, which is crazy, because I think you were one of the ones I couldn't fathom that you were 13 years old.
Yeah.
You were 13 last year, wasn't it? So I'm hoping this, the work experience that you're doing, the qualifications that you're gaining alongside of it, and these are extracurricular qualifications, right? They're qualifications to ensure that you have knowledge of the work experience that you're doing. We're hoping that the experience will allow you to build up your employability qualities, your confidence, all of the qualities. There's 18 qualities, right? All of the qualities that we speak about, that you will improve in as many as you can, if not all of them, so that by the time you're 18 or 19, when you're going into your first job, your first paid job, you're not starting right at the beginning. You're going to go in there and you're going to really shine and be of value, be an asset to the team, the whole team, the company. And that's where you will get leverage, because a lot of young people your age, unless they've had opportunities to develop themselves, they wouldn't have had that. They wouldn't have had that. So you would be able to rise above and stand out from your peers, right? So all the best with that, whatever you decide to do in the future. I just hope that this last year that you've had with the Mentoring Labb benefits you long term, right? Is there any last comments that you want to add?
No.
Okay. All right. And how old are you again?
14.